Friends, welcome to Bank Exam Cafe, and this is the sixth part of the series on arithmetic progression. Previously, I uploaded the 5 parts, and the links of all that 5 parts are provided in the description box. I request you to watch all that 5 parts, and now today see the first question of the sixth part. The first question is, how many numbers lie between 10 and 300, which when divided by 4 leave the remainder 3. We have to find the numbers. How many numbers are there between 10 and 300? If they are divided by 4, will leave the remainder 3. So here the first number will be 11, of course. If 11 is divided by 4, the remainder will be 3. Then the second number will be 15. If 15 is divided by 4, the remainder will be 3. And the next number will be 19. If 19 is divided by 4, 4 4 plus 16, the remainder will be 3. The next number will be 23. And if 23 is divided by 4, the remainder will be 3. And so on, and the last number will be 299. If 299 is divided by 4, then the remainder will be 3. So these will be the numbers. If these numbers divided by 4, then it will leave a remainder 3. And we have to say how many numbers are there, such numbers. So here, this is a arithmetic progression because the difference between each successive term is 4. The second term minus first term, that is 4. Third term minus second term, that is 4. Fourth term minus third term, that is equal to 4, and therefore the common difference is 4, and the first term is 11. So the first term is 11, common difference is equal to 4, and the last term, that is denoted by an, is 299. So this last term is 299, and we have to find n is equal to how much? We have to find n. So here we know the formula that an, the last term, that is equal to a plus into bracket n minus 1 into d. Here we know d, we know a, and we know an. We can find the value of n. So put these values. An is 299, which is equal to a is 11 plus n minus 1 into d, and that d is 4. So d is 4. Now multiply by 4 inside the bracket, take 11 to this side, so it will be 299 minus 11, and so that will be 9 minus 1 8, 9 minus 1 8, and 2. So 288 is equal to n minus 1 into 4. Now take 4 to this side, so divide by 4, so it will be 4 1s are 4, 4 7s are 28, and 4 2s are 8. So n minus 1, that is equal to 72. The rest of the part I solve here. So take 1 to this side, so it will be n is equal to, this will be plus 1, so 72 plus 1, that will be 73. And so you have got n is equal to 73. Highlight this, and therefore there are 73 numbers that lie between 10 and 300, which when divided by 4 leave the remainder 3. Now friends, move for the second question. Now the next question is, the sum of the first 3 terms of the AP is 33. If the product of the first and the third terms exceeds the second term by 29, find the AP. This is the question from Exemplar Problem. This is the book published by NCERT for the students to have more practice other than the textbook. So you can purchase this book and solve all the questions from this book, which are very, very important as far as your examination is concerned. So here the sum of the first three terms of an AP is 33. So first we will assume the first three terms. So let the first three terms be minus A minus B, second term is A, and third term is A plus D. Friends, remember here that you have to always assume the three terms of an AP in this way only, that A minus D, A and A plus D. If you assume it like this, A plus D and then A plus 2D, then there will be a complications in solving the question. So it is always easier to assume like this and solve it. So whenever you have to assume the first three terms of an AP, then assume it like this: A minus D, A and A plus D. Now the first condition is that the sum of the first three terms of an AP is 33. So these are the first three terms, and so therefore by condition 1, what we get? A minus D plus A plus A plus D, and the sum of these first three terms, that is given as 33. So if you solve this, you will get it as A plus A, that is 3A, and minus D and plus D will get cancelled, which is equal to 33. And so 3 ones are 3, 3 11s are 33, and so A is equal to 11. Now friends, here you have got A is equal to 11. Highlight this because this is the first important step where the marks are always allotted. Now here we will see what is the second condition. Second condition is that if the product of the first and the third term, condition 2, what is that? It is the product of first and the second term. Product of first and the second term, that is equal to what? And the third terms exceeds the second term by 29. Exceeds the first and the third term. First and the third term exceeds the second term by 29. This is the condition. So the first term is what? First term we have taken as A minus D. So A minus D. Into another bracket, it will be third term, that is A plus D. So this is the product of the first and the third term, and that is equal to what? 29 more than the second term. So second term is what? A. So it will be A plus 29. Now we will solve this further. So this we will get as A minus B, A plus B, that is A square minus B square. So it will be A square minus D square, which is equal to A plus 29. Now here we have got the value of A as 11. So put the value of A as 11, let it be 1, and so from 1, so from 1 what we will get? A square, that is 11 square. So 11 square will be 121 minus D square, which is equal to A is 11 plus 29. So which is equal to 121 minus D square, which is equal to 11 plus 29, 9 and 1 10, then 2 and 1 3 and 1 4, so that is 40. So if you simplify this, you will get it as D square is equal to 121 minus 40. And therefore 121 minus 40, that is D square, and so D square, which is equal to 81, and therefore D is equal to plus or minus 9. D is equal to plus or minus 9, and therefore this is the second important step. Highlight this. Now friends, here we have to find the AP. So we know that the first term that we have assumed is A minus D, the second term is A, and the third term is A plus D. So the first term is a minus d. A is 11 minus d is plus 9. We are taking first plus 9. So 11 minus 9, and that will be 2. Then the second term will be a, that will be 11, and the third term will be what? A plus 9, that will be 20, and so on. And the second AP, by taking d as minus 9, the first term will be what? It will be 20, because a minus d, that we are taking d as minus 9, so minus and minus will be plus, so 11 plus 9 will be 20, and then second term is a, that is 11, and the third term, that will be 2, like this. So this will be 2 APs which we are getting, and so this is very important question, so put the hashtag mark. Such questions are generally asked in the examination. Now let us move for the second question. Friends, here is the question on the screen. The angles of the triangle are in AP. The greatest angle is twice the least angle. Find the angles of the triangle. This question is also taken from the exemplar problem book. Here friends, it is given that the angles of the triangle are in AP. So first we will assume the three angles being B, A minus D, A and A plus D. These are the three angles. And since these are the three angles which are in AP, the sum of the three angles is always 180 degree, and therefore by case 1 we can say that A minus D plus A plus D, that is equal to 180 degrees angle sum property, and therefore this D and D will get cancelled. So A, that is 3A, which is equal to 180, and therefore 3 ones are 3, 3 60s are 80. So it will be A is equal to 60. So friends, we have got the value of A at 60. This is the first important step. So highlight this, because the marks are allotted at this point. So A is equal to 60. Now the case 2 is given, that case 2, it is given that the greatest angle is twice the least angle. A plus D is the greatest angle and A minus D is the least angle, and therefore as per the question, A plus D, which is equal to twice of A minus D. So this we will solve. So A plus D multiplied by 2 inside the bracket, so it will be 2A minus 2D. And so take 2D to this side, so that will be plus 2D, and D plus 2D, that will be 3D, which is equal to, take A to this side, so 2A minus A, that will be A. And here the value of A is what? 60, and therefore 3D, which is equal to 60, and 3 ones are 3, 3 20s are 60, and therefore D is equal to 20. So friends, here you have got the value of D, the second important step, highlight it. And since we have got D is equal to 60, we can find all the three angles. The three angles are A minus D, A and A plus D. So A minus D, that is 60 minus 20, that is 40 degree. A is what? It is 60 degree. And A plus D, that is 60 plus 20, that is 80 degree. And therefore the required angles of a triangle are 40 degree, 60 degree and 80 degree. So these are the angles of the triangle. Friends, I hope you must have enjoyed this video. If yes, please like the video, share it with your friends and subscribe the channel. Please also press the bell icon so that the notification of the newly uploaded video will reach to you and you will not miss any of the video. So friends, thank you very much for watching this video.